Welcome to another Affinity photo tutorial. Today we're going to be recreating this Glamour photo effect, Smokey Glamour photo effect inside of Affinity Photo. And so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we'll start off with a new document. We'll go 1920 by 1080. And the first thing we're going to do is add in a blank pixel layer and fill that pixel layer with black. This works really well with portrait images that were shot on a black background. All right, so now we need our portrait to go in here. So we're going to go to File and Place. I found this on the internet. It's an image of a young lady. It is black and white. You can use a color picture for this as well, but since it's on a black background, it will work well. So the first thing we want to do to kind of glam this up a little bit is to give her skin and her hair a little bit more of a glow. The way I like to do this is let's first of all rasterize and trim this layer. And then we're going to duplicate it by hitting Command J. Now on the uppermost layer, let's come down to our live filters and we're going to hit Gaussian blur. And on this one, let's bring the radius up to about, I don't know, let's say about 12 pixels or so. And then what we'll do is let's take the blending option for this layer and turn it to screen. And so we can see right now we've kind of bloomed her out a little bit here, quite a bit actually. So let's go ahead and take the opacity on that down, bring it down to about 70. And there we go. So now we've got a nice glow effect on her. So now what we need to do is create our Glamour smoke. You know, a lot of times people do this with like a little haze machine when they're doing photography or something. We're going to do it digitally. So let's go ahead and add in another blank pixel layer here. And we're going to fill this one with black as well. And so now we need to make our smoke. And the easiest way to do this in Affinity Photo is come up to Filters and then come down to Noise. And one of the choices is called Perlin Noise. And you can see that we've added in, I think it defaults to white as the color. That's why we had a black background. And you can play with your octaves, your zoom, and your persistence here to get the look that you want. So let's go ahead and dial in bring our zoom way up here. And then we'll bring our persistence down. So it's not quite as defined. And that's looking okay right there. So we'll go ahead and apply that. So now we need to be able to see through this. So we're going to do the same thing on the blending options for this layer. Let's come down to Screen. And we can see now we've got our smoky effect here, and it's covering the whole image. So what we want to do is kind of give her a little bit of a break in the middle so she kind of pops a little bit more. So to do this, let's come down to our layer mask. We'll add a layer mask to that. And we're going to grab our gradient tool. And then in our gradient colors, let's reverse these. Let's start with black and then go to white. And then we're also going to change it from a linear gradient to a radial. So let's start somewhere here about our neck or so. And we'll just start to drag out. And as you can see, as we drag this out, we're getting rid of the clouds that are directly on her. I'm going to drag it out to the corner here. And by grabbing the slider here, we can bring it in, choke it in a little bit closer, a little bit farther. And I'm liking that right about, just about midpoint. That's looking pretty good right there. And so the final step here that we're going to do is we're going to give the smoke itself its own color cast so that we kind of separate her from the smoke as well. So let's come down to our adjustment layers and we'll go to Recolor. And that automatically stacks it on top of our layers here, but we just want to apply that to the smoke layer. So let's take and drag that to our smoke layer. Then we can come down here and change the hue, and you can go with whatever color you like. Have a tendency to go with blues because I really like blue. And I think that kind of sets off her a little bit better. We can play with saturation so it's not quite so saturated. And again, we can even play with the lightness some to make the clouds a little sparser or a little bit thicker against the black background. And if we're happy with that, we can go there. And then finally on this layer here, you can adjust the opacity to make the effect a little more subtle or a little more bold, totally up to you. But anyway, that is a really quick and easy way to take a plain old portrait and glam it up a little bit. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, or thinking about subscribing to my channel would be great. Until next time, peace. Talk to you later. Bye.